Okay, well, that means I can't take that drink away.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's sit down.
Hello, Tim.
Rotate device. I don't want to rotate device. Okay, come sit. Come on in. Just, yeah, you're good. You're okay.
All right, welcome.
Aloha. Angel.
Angel, nice to meet you, Angel.
Firm handshake. What's your name?
Joe Dreams.
Joe Dreams. Beautiful.
Okay, so we're starting the camera right now.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, there's drinks over here and there's some snacks over there.
It's all good. Where do you want me?
Sorry, step right over that thing. I was trying not to set it all up, but then I didn't have enough time. Okay, so make sure this blue's on.
Me too. Hi, nice to meet you. I thought you were talking about a different Angel.
Oh, really?
The blonde one.
Oh, I don't know another. Well, I know a couple angels, maybe.
Risa.
Oh, Risa? She goes by Angel?
Yeah, her friend.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know Angel too?
I'm not sure. Sometimes you know more people by face.
Yeah, that is true.
What's your name?
Tanisha.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, my cousin named
And I thought you guys knew each other.
No worries.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, your place is rad.
Okay, this is the real live show right here.
Woo!
1, 2, 3. Okay, sit all the way back, Joe Dreams.
Woo!
You can see, yeah, all the way back.
Oh, all the way back.
All the way back.
Chillax.
Okay, ladies and
Alrighty.
gentlemen, children of all ages, this is our 11th episode of Live from Normal Heights.
That's a lucky number.
Isn't it?
Yeah, 11 is totally a lucky number.
Cool.
Actually, you know what? Wait.
Go
We're
ahead.
actually making an 11 right now. Look, a 1 and a 1.
That's right. We are the 11.
We are
We are the
11.
superheroes. And your slippers are right in my camera.
Oh!
Okay. I always have my feet up in the camera too. That's funny. So, Joe Dreams.
Yes.
This guy I see all the time at Balboa Park, and he's just going at it like there's a whole stadium of people. He's so positive, and I get totally excited, man, when you do that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Your best? You know, my favorite one of yours is. Let me know your name.
Oh yeah. Make sure they
know my name.
Yeah.
So you guys got to go to Balboa Park. How often do you go there? Do you go on a set date or?
Well, I think it's such a great benefit from COVID-19 is like one of the positive things that's come out of it is that no one's using that stadium anymore. So it's literally up for grabs if you have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've just been able to use it in practice. So when things open up again and there's a lot more gigs, because I already know when
Everyone
this is
will
over,
know your name after that.
Yeah, because when this is over, everyone's going to be trying to party and trying to travel and everything like that. So there's going to be a lot of gigs available. So I want to make sure that I'm practicing and building up my skills so when the opportunity comes, I'm ready.
Wow. So when did you start getting into rap?
I got into it when I was in high school. It was always just like a fun hobby thing that I did with my friends. And actually in 2020, during the pandemic, that's when I actually made the decision to take the leap of faith and actually go all in.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Live Joe Dreams.
Live Joe Dreams.
I like it.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in San Diego?
Oh, born and raised.
Oh, born and raised in San Diego. What part?
East County.
East County. Wow. And I deliver all over East County. Actually, I'm in the.
Like DoorDash?
No, I do for Amazon. Oh, I'm not supposed to say it on here, but that's okay. I think I've said it a few times. I do for Whole Foods.
Amazon Jungle.
Yeah. And I deliver, all over East County. And I was actually going to run for Congress, and my district cuts through East County. It's like part of Lemon Grove and part of La Mesa.
It's a beautiful place. You can go hiking out there. We actually grew up. We were like one of the only black families in like the whole place. So
really?
That was a really interesting dynamic because it was like I grew up in two different cultures. So it helps now because I can connect with like people from both. But it was a really interesting dynamic growing up.
So I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood. I was the only white guy. And my mom stupidly changed our name to White when she ran away from my dad. Which
oh, really?
It didn't work out well. On my mailbox it said White, and people would go, "Hey, Weddle!" I'm like, what? So before we're going to do some rap. Maybe I'll do some beats and stuff, but we're going to bring up one of our guests. We're going to bring up Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Catch a Tiger. Angel, you're up. So Angel's going to sit in the middle.
Alrighty.
She was wondering if this is a video show or if this is an audio show. And she's dressed perfectly for it.
Nobody puts baby in the back.
That's right.
Alrighty.
So I first met you where? All over the place.
Ocean Beach?
The beach,
Probably Ocean Beach.
drum circle many times.
By the sea is where
By the
we all
sea.
come to be.
That's right. So are you part Hawaiian? Or are you?
Oh, I'm from the island of Guam.
Oh, okay.
Hafade Total
Okay.
Yes.
Chamorro.
Yes. Hey,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of colors and villages and people to raise a child. So I feel like we're the village and we're the child.
Uh-huh.
If you know what I mean.
So you play with ukulele guy a lot.
Ocho the Owl, yes.
He's totally cool.
On Wednesdays at the Ocean Beach Farmers Market in front of Sunshine's about
Oh, at 3 p.m.?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. 3 to about 8, and then we go to the drum circle.
Yeah.
And then we also play at Balboa Park, the Organ Pavilion,
Mm-hmm.
Fridays, about 3 to 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. There's a bunch of
We're
families.
going to be doing it next week.
Okay, right
We're
on.
gonna be
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
I'm just...
let's check it out. Who gets first slot? All's fair in love and music, no.
So Angel, you have a project coming up. You have something you're doing.
Yes.
What are you doing? Tell us
Yes.
about it.
So it's a music movie called Finding Your Name. Funny you should say.
Do you know my name?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should have his rap song in the movie.
You never
Be the theme
know.
song.
You
That would be
never
totally
know.
cool.
Every
I know.
superhero needs a theme song.
That's true.
So if I wanted to be an actor in the play, could I?
Well, yeah, we can have auditions.
Okay, good.
So you can actually
Auditions.
see the beginning of the Finding Your Name, which is like Alice in Wonderland meets Neverending Story meets Dark Crystal.
Wow.
We actually did the beginning of it for a film contest, women-led film contest called Women Making a Scene. So if
That's
you
a cool
type
name.
in, yeah, it was really cool. So my music movie is called Finding Your Name. So if you're on YouTube and you type in Finding Your Name film, you will actually see the beginning of it. And so it's about a girl that grows up without a name, so she can go out in the world and find it herself. Woo!
Oh no. Can you
Confirmations.
lift that up.
Confirmations. And she burns all her
You just hand
possessions
it to me.
when she's like 18, and it brings her spirit guides to her, and she's able to find this other world of the 7 heavenly virtues and the 7 deadly sins. So if you go to YouTube and type in Finding Your Name film, you will see that the 7 deadly sins are depicted as fire spinners from the Obi Fire Nation.
Wow.
And also the 7 heavenly virtues are depicted as LED spinners, also some from the Obi Fire Nation. And that was really cool. They got to have a battle.
I
And
see.
it's a cool story. It's a cool journey about us all finding our name as we honor now and our roots, and all the colors that maybe we were called growing up, and however that transpired. I believe it all weaves into our beautiful tapestry. So this story came to me in dreams and awesome interactions with friends and
Wow.
life. And then I realized as I was learning my own Chamorro ancestry from Island of Guam, it was an opportunity to weave legends from Guam into it. So I actually have a whole dance troupe called Imahen Taotano in
Whoa.
it. And so there's this cool dance battle, if you will, between the fire spinners, the 7 deadly sins, and the 7 heavenly virtues, the LED spinners, as the Islander dancers are doing this ritual dance and song.
Oh shit! I
So
just
it's really cool.
fucked up something.
What happened?
I knew I was gonna.
Have
fuck
we been
that
talking
up.
to ourselves?
No, we're live on that one. But guess what?
You didn't push record.
I didn't push record on this one because I had so many things I was doing.
But we're glad you're here.
So what we're gonna do?
You can always give us shots out and ask us questions, right?
Hold on. Yeah.
Stuff like that. People out there.
Oh yes, of
You
course.
can always give us questions and say hi, and say what's up.
What do you want to know how to say in Chamorro?
Oh no!
Type it in the comments. Type
I'm
it
on
in the
that
comments
journey.
for
I'm
her.
still
comment
finding
for
my
her
name.
to-
Wait.
For her to translate for us.
Okay, Facebook people and Instagram people, you're gonna see the live. You're gonna see the professional one on YouTube, and we're gonna start it right now. We're gonna break like we never did
It
anything
was the
yet.
prequel.
This was just like a warm up.
Fusion Day.
Well, you know what? We're gonna get 4 people on this couch. You
Whoa.
move down. Come on over here, Tanisha. We're gonna start at the beginning of the show. It's gonna be just a
Roll
Okay.
over.
come
Roll
on, come move down
What's
this way,
the monkey's song?
or
What's the monkey's
either way.
song?
You can move that way or this way.
Yeah, then we gotta redo our part.
Yeah, we're gonna start from the beginning. This is gonna be the whole new show right now.
Okay.
I'll go.
Wait, if we are we gonna start the same way we began?
No, we're just gonna do crazy now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 11th episode of Live from Normal Heights.
Wait. Let's do a wave.
And it is a New Year's episode, so we gotta do a cheers. This is an alcoholic version. This is a non-alcoholic
I'll
one.
take the non-alcoholic.
Okay, you guys open that one. I'm gonna open this one, and we gotta get 4 drinks. Okay.
Fancy.
Okay.
Everybody at home, you got pinkies up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting the episode all over, and we're just gonna
Hey, my
wing it.
brother,
We're gonna
I-
wing it.
I can't join this one, my brother. I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
At least this one will upload. You're gonna be on that one.
Okay. All right, cool, man.
Take care, man.
When
I love
will
you.
we see you again? Balboa Park?
Perhaps, yeah. Oh, yeah, you will, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe on Ocean Beach.
Hey.
Okay.
Blessings.
Nice meeting you.
Just don't take those shoes out.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Well, remember your name.
All right.
Okay, we're starting all over.
I need a bottle opener.
Oh, you do? I need one. Oh, here we are. Okay, can you try to open that one while I do this?
So, Tim's amazing. We should have known that this was going to be crazy and eclectic and fun.
Yeah,
It's because everyone came at different times, and I'm thinking about 12 different things,
Can
and
you tell us about your show, Tim? What's
Okay, so
why
live
did you start this? And
Live from Normal Heights
Woohoo!
was, first of all, I live in Normal Heights, and I first dated a girl from Normal Heights way back in the days, and when I first heard Normal Heights, I'm like, that is the goofiest name of a place, right?
Woo! Happy New Year!
I've since found out that the reason, you know why they...
Oh, no. The
This is the non-alcoholic. Okay, I'll pour for the ladies.
Thank you. So when you first heard the name
Normal Heights, I just thought, that's a
I'll do
cool,
the same glass as her.
cool name, yeah.
Yes. I'll take that one.
Okay, I'm going to get my little purple glass, because purple's my favorite color. And to the new year, this is the 11th episode. We started the first episode right at the beginning of the pandemic. And cheers.
Blessings.
Okay, this is going to be a totally non-conventional show.
Blessings, Happy New Year!
You can actually move that way. I'm going to sit in his spot. Okay, so we're starting the 11th episode, and we talked about a lot of stuff for Facebook and YouTube, but we're gonna start as if we're just at the beginning. We got Tanisha, and Tanisha does massage,
Yes.
Oh, nice.
and you do massage too. Oh no, she was talking about a different angel. I thought it was
Yeah,
the angel
that's the
she
angel that does
knew.
massages too.
She does massage. That's why I thought you were a massage therapist.
I have friends that do. Sarah Martin is a good friend of mine that does. Alicia. There's a lot of good healer friends in our circle.
So we both are energy healers, and maybe we'll start talking about that first, just because that's where I started with the radio show. I had a 7-year radio show where I did energy healing, and people called in from around the world, and I never met them, and I only met 2 in Japan that I knew from the show, and when I came to America, I've only met 3 of the people, that hundreds of thousands of people that called into the show over a 7-year period.
Wow.
So I really, once the pandemic started, I'm like, I don't want to do the radio show anymore. I want to see people in my room, in my house, because, I just, talking on internet to people just got tiring.
We need this stuff, right?
Yeah,
We need this
we
interaction.
real-
Yes.
So, how do you guys feel about, both you guys came in and didn't have your mask on, and you felt comfortable with that, and we both go to the drum circle, and we never wear a mask, and we're like dancing with everyone. Do you feel you're immune to it? I totally feel I'm immune to it.
I feel that there's a time and place for everything. I will say that I have 2 amazing nephews, Logan and Liam, and so there's a part of me that is safer, but I also have my faith, and I believe that God will never give us more than we can handle. And I know that spiritual journeys are very individual, and I honor everyone's sacred journeys, and that's my belief so far. I also believe we're not supposed to tempt the faith. So, there's little
I'm not going to
things.
go out and just do everything.
Yeah, I've been a little more selective, but at the same time, as your first guest was here saying, I do believe there's opportunities in this time, such as sharing music or what you do on a more outdoor basis, because there's all this space still, and people feel comfortable, and if you want to hear our music from the backside of the Oregon Pavilion or down the street in Ocean Beach, you're more than welcome, and they can still get that, that connection. They can still get that healing, because I do believe we're healers of sorts, and as we share what we're called to share.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's opportunities. I feel like it is good to trust your instincts. Maybe meditate, pray, what have you. Like, do what calls you in a way that you feel that is safe and comfortable for you to do. I had my saxophonist in my band a la carte. She realized that she'd been around some people that had been exposed, so we actually postponed our recording until she can she got tested, so she can get her results back. So it's kind of like we all have loved ones, we all have other missions that we're doing besides the one, say the one that you're most passionate about. You realize, wait, I still have these other ways I'm called. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's good to honor it, so we postpone until she can get her results back. So I don't believe in giving into a fear. I feel like there's still a need to connect. Like I brought my godsons to the playground this past weekend, and they loved it, and all the kids loved it, and so I believe we still need that. So I feel like it's find a way to do that now for yourself. Find a way to keep doing what makes you happy in a way that honors what you need to do.
So, Tanisha, tell us about did you start doing energy healing before you started massage, or did you learn energy healing as you were learning?
In school.
You went what?
I learned it in school.
Oh, okay, energy healing?
Yeah. I didn't know what it was at all.
Oh,
I
okay.
just kind of got drawn to it.
So what school was that?
Mueller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mueller's like a massage school?
Yeah, it's like a private massage school.
Oh, cool. So that's in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the modality that you studied for healing, or did you?
Oh, a lot
Okay,
of them.
that's what I did.
Yeah,
I studied all of them.
I did everything. But I really liked what I took was I was taking all these like Eastern medicine classes and Western medicine, like sports massage and Reiki, cranial work. But the class that kind of helped me bring it together was it was called Synergistics. So it was teaching you how to use the energy as you massage.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
Like Reiki?
Yeah, it's like Reiki, but it's through the massage. I'm really like kind of reading the body's channels. So I massage the channels.
The meridians.
Yes. Yeah.
She gave me. I've been to her twice. In the first massage, it was good, but the last one you did, you really were just. You did a lot harder too.
I'm more comfortable now.
You're more
He got a
comfortable.
massage from me when I first started, like really getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I graduated in 2012, but I just kind of didn't do it. I was just kind of doing everything, and I just had to heal myself too. Just everything I've been through.
Part of it, right?
Yeah, it is. The school teaches you like heal yourself before you start healing others, because then you'll feel a lot better. And like you could be a massage therapist for years if you play your cards right. So it's just like I just kind of did other things, and then I met him right when I first started. I went to Skate Road and I ran into him.
Hey, wait, Tuesday nights?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, please bring that back.
I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
My leg warmers are waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got one when I first started, but now I'm like, I work with a doctor, so like he teaches me a lot. He's very passionate about the body. Like he's a chiropractor. He just kind of like basically do this
I
and
probably need to come
crack
visit.
you in the right area, and you're like, oh, dang. And I never knew, like, I went to someone else, and they tried to say I had something going on, but all it is my sinuses. Like, when your sinuses are messed up here, you have trigger points. 4 of them back here. They're going to be inflamed, too. So it's like, I didn't know that the spine is very important to take care of it.
Well, yeah, I had problems with my kidney, you have two kidneys, right? One of the kidneys, and it caused me to have sinus problems because the kidney has to clean stuff, and if the liver has problems or the kidney has problems, you start doing what are called false allergies, which is the toxins are coming out your nasal passages. As soon as I cleaned my liver and my kidney, all of a sudden my sinuses weren't as bad.
That's good.
Yeah. But
You guys are teaching me stuff.
yeah. So since we cut off and we
Bobby's
started up the
amazing.
video again, tell us, Angel, about your new project, your movie, musical.
Yes. Okay, so it was a musical.
It is a musical.
So it was a musical with a whole lot of friends, some of the local CERT community, some of the children from OB Elementary. In 2016, we actually performed it at the OB Playhouse. And it was our first, like a lot of our first. And that was beautiful, and we were able to give back about 20% to a local autism school, Pioneer Autism School. And I love that model, being able to do something and give back to the greater good.
So it was a musical, and now it's going to be a movie.
It's a journey. It's much like Tanisha was talking about. You get to heal yourself before you can heal and share with others. I mean, I believe you can kind of do that along the way too, but as you notice from the first massage to the second, it gets better and better. The more you love yourself, the more you can love others. So this story, the quest first was a musical, and we did it. And as we were doing the musical, I felt like it needed to be shared also as a children's story. So there's actual children's story that goes with it. But now it wants to become a musical movie. So as opposed to a musical where I sing every line, there's actually a story, a movie, and then there's a time for a song.
Okay.
Okay, now we're back to the movie and the story.
It's like Bollywood. In a good way.
A little more like,
I
don't know my moves like that.
When I first watched Bollywood, I didn't know there was going to be a
There's
musical.
There's some good stuff.
It was like watching some historical documentary type of movie, and all of a sudden they start breaking down into song. I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't have my moves like that yet, but it's a little more like across the universe in that kind of realm. I need to get more dancers for this stuff.
Okay.
But,
well, you know I'm a dancer, right?
Ayo. But I am looking for people. I'm looking for cast and crew, and so it's beautiful. The more you keep going for your dreams, it's amazing how God, the universe, will keep providing. Even when it's crazy and it's awesome, even when sometimes you're not even doing things toward it, all of a sudden, boop, there's this person that I just met, a videographer that is ready to do some video with us, and then I met a production assistant, and then I met a drone person, awesomely, acts purposely, these people keep coming onto your path, and you be like, oh, I'm still meant to keep going with it. So it's beautiful, and so what the idea is, we're gonna, especially as this time, I believe, keep going, find out ways, if you need to make it smaller, whatever you're doing, but find out ways to keep going. So the idea is to break it down smaller, and as I said, we're weaving Legends from Guam into it, is film some of the legends, film some of the music videos, and then when we're able to get a lot more people going into this, then I'll be casting for the actual whole, the cast.
Cool.
There are, I guess, guidelines for filming nowadays.
Oh yeah.
We could still do it. If you guys are all on fire out there, I need actors that can fire spin and LED. I need an editor. I need people that know how to film and do sound, especially. I need people that know how to do remote filming. If you guys are on fire, you want to do this like now, we're already starting in small pieces. But if you want to join the team, it's Angel Starlight Productions. Finding Your Name Film on YouTube. And you can always reach out to me, and I will definitely connect with you. I'm looking for a screenwriter that can possibly maybe co-screenwrite with me. learning my craft as I go along. I'm learning directing and screenwriting. I've been taking internships and classes and workshops, all kinds of things. And also marketing people and fundraising, you know. Like I said, it takes a village, and it's an awesome, worthy journey that I'm hoping can highlight a lot of people's talents and get some mutual abundance going.
Mm-hmm.
And some healing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plug. If you don't know how to plug yourself, like, what's going to happen? So right now, just a little backstory. What's fun is, so normally if you're doing projects, or say you guys wanted to do a video promo for yourself, unless you had some original music, you'd have to use music from like 100 years ago.
Yeah, you have to find stuff.
So the fun part
there used to be Pod Safe Music Network, and they got rid of that. That really pissed me off, because that's where all my stuff was played on podcasts all over the world. I had all my songs played on.
So why not reach out to original musicians is also part of what I'm saying. Because I do feel like we can connect with each other and keep creating abundance. Maybe this is time to make your websites. Maybe it's time to make some promo videos. Like maybe it's time to make a podcast. Like, who knows, right? So basically, like, I keep reaching out for people because you never know, like, how we can help each other, you know. And so what I'm hoping is we actually are connecting, and we're actually making this movie smaller, you know. And then as things are ready, we basically have little videos to put in place, and then when it's ready to go, we're ready to go. So the fun part, I digress, the fun part about being a musician is my band a la carte, which is fun. Every song is a different style, mostly toward dance, but every song is a different style. So we're actually recording right now, we're actually putting music from that project into it. I actually have solo music, Chillhop music, Angel Starlight, that's on SoundCloud, Angel Starlight, Light. So
and I'll put links on the videos too.
I appreciate it. So there's music from that's going in. Possibly the music I'm doing with Ocho the Owl can be going in there, because it's amazing. Even if you got your own thing, I highly recommend trying and co-creating with other people. I just saw Ocho one day by the boardwalk and just had my drums and I just said, hey, can I sit in? And now him and I are weaving in very, like, masculine, feminine, very yin yang. And it's cool. And so yeah, these co-creation things, even if they're not your main projects, all of a sudden they uncover this other side of you. So, and what's the fun part is I get to put all this music into the music movie.
Yeah.
And tell a story and share the culture as I learn it.
Oh, that's cool.
So did you ever live in Guam?
I lived a lot on vacations. My dad was in the military, and my 7th grade year, my mom said, "You're gonna go back and live with our grandparents. My brother and I lived for 1 year, because she's like, you don't know your culture, you don't know your family, like, and that was like a fun culture shock and really rad and totally, you know, so beautiful. And we sat through like a typhoon scare one time, and I remember going like, is this a real typhoon? I have no idea. Because I was like,
you've never been there, yeah.
Kid. I just saw the palm trees, and I'm like, that's it. I'm 7th grade, all right. Hope I lived. But no, it was great fun. My mom cooked.
I just realized I never had any of the alcoholic ones.
You should.
I accidentally poured this one. So I'm going to take this extra glass.
Well, that glass is getting front and center.
Whoops, it's in front of my video
It's
now.
all good.
No, it can't be there.
So, just curiosity for you both. Have you guys looked into any of your ancestral origins?
Oh, that's what the crazy thing, I was just going to ask Tanisha about that right now. Like, you're a mix of a lot of things, and I think I've asked you before, but where are your relatives from?
The only thing I can say is, everybody's from San Diego. But,
you want this one, right?
Yes.
I did a crystal healing, and she said that I had very tall African men behind me. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she said they looked like they were like royalty. So I don't know, like, that's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I really don't know, because I've never looked into it.
I'm curious. I'm just.
I know I have Native American, but when my brother did it, they said he didn't have Native American. But what I get is some of those companies are trying to wash. If it's like 8 generations back, they're trying to like take it out and say you don't have it. So
It's
that
hard.
the government won't fund you.
It's hard to prove.
Do all kinds of stuff now.
I'm a 16th Cherokee.
Yeah, I'm part either Cherokee or Seminole because they mix together.
Mm-hmm.
My mom thought I was Seminole and my dad thought I was Cherokee, and it's from his side, so he should know. But
it's very challenging to prove it, and if anybody's got any tips out there,
so I'm wondering that these companies that do it, if they're purposely whitewashing the stuff out that they don't want. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I can trust the companies to tell me where I'm at.
Well, one of them, I forget which it is. I think it's ancestry.com. 2 sisters did it. They have the same mom and dad, and it came out different. So then they did the jump one or whatever, and it came out
the same. Okay. Because my brother did the Ancestry. I think it was Ancestry.com, and he didn't have any Native American, and I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, they didn't have the same thing. They have the same mom and dad. Literally, they for sure they have the same mom and dad.
and there's also ask your relatives. You know.
Yeah.
I had I'm not trying to diss these companies, but I had a college project one time, and we had to I had to go back 7 generations on my mom's side. You could either go back less on each or more on one, and I went back 7 generations on my mom's side, and I found out that one of my great-great-grandmothers did it with the Chinese Huey, which is a slave on the Spanish ship, because the Spaniards discovered us. And so then you realize, that's why Uncle John is.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, yes, it's a cool journey to find it that way, but I feel like the stories when you're asking your elders, the stories that come out are really cool.
I had to interview my grandmother for something I was writing in college, and she told me all about Yugoslavia when she was growing up, and I had never thought to ever go into all this stuff. And luckily that grandma's still alive, but there's a lot of people I should have interviewed before they passed away, and which brings me up to I don't even know if my dad's alive now. Before the pandemic, he used to text me all the time on Facebook, and now no one seems to know where he's at. So, but he's that kind of a person. He just disappears and
he'll show up.
So we'll see.
Well, I'm wondering if you guys have ever been curious about weaving some of your, maybe there's some healing practices in your ancestry that you can bring.
That might be
now.
If I knew like maybe they did some energy, because for me when I did past life regression, I found out I did a lot of things like healing in other lifetimes, so I can just tap into that cellular memory.
Yeah.
But when I first started learning energy healing, it's like I felt like, wow, it's like I've done this before. And I remember when I first started doing energy healing on clients, I would have so many dreams about my clients and about what I was doing in my dreams. And then I started teaching people lucid dreaming and astral projection, and I would try to meet up with my clients who were learning astral projection and lucid dreaming from
me. We need to talk because I
dream phase.
travel. I dream
Okay,
travel.
good.
So Time Magazine had this, I'm not sure if you guys caught it, this article on just like how our DNA had helped us survive. So like my ancestors ate more fish, so it's going to be better for my survival if I keep being a pescatarian or what have you. So I feel like that follows along if you were from a line of healers or something.
Yeah.
Like it came out in my ancestry that I came from a line of storytellers, and I had no idea why all these stories were coming. So I feel like there's something to that's why finding your name. I feel like as we dig in our roots and we weave into what we're doing now, what we're called to now, I feel like it all.
Which my name probably was Ginakopoulos, which is from Greece, and then all the Apoloses they had to take off because my Greek side is like 8 generations back. So when they came to Ellis Island, and the immigration forms didn't have enough spaces in the last name, so they took off all the Apoloses. So it was Stephanopoulos was Stephens. Giannakopoulos was Giannakis.
They probably having so many families,
yeah,
huh?
tons of them. So I want to go off on a totally different subject. So how do you guys feel about this whole... We're moving... What is today, the 5th? We're going to, in 15 days, have a new president, if everything goes well. If nothing, not civil war or something breaks out. But what do you guys... Do you feel like talking about politics? So I had a couple of shows where no one wanted to talk about politics, and if we don't want to go there, we won't go there.
They didn't give me my stimulus yet, so I'm not talking about that.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk.
I didn't get mine yet.
What happened?
I didn't get my stimulus.
Oh, okay.
You're what?
Oh, her stimulus check.
I didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't get your stimulus check.
No.
Oh, I was thinking you wanted some marijuana.
Oh, I'll take that too, love.
So I don't really.
I'll give you some stimulus.
Yeah. She said you got a bonus of another kind.
Okay.
I'm not really into talking about politics.
We'll blow it away from her because she's not doing it.
There's a Theodore Roosevelt quote that I like a lot, though. I'll digress like this.
Okay.
So there's a quote from Theodore Roosevelt: "Do what you can with what you have where you are." And
I only want to hit one in too. Okay.
I'm a fan of that type of being. Now you're just taunting your viewers.
Hey viewers, you want a corncob pipe?
So I'm a fan of this kind of being.
Uh-huh.
That for me personally, if I look too big on the scope of things, it's too much for me. So my feeling, probably why I stay in a small beach town, but my feeling is I'm doing what I can.
Yeah, in your circle of influence, and that's sending out ripples that are massively bigger than you can ever imagine.
I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's there's been opportunities that I've even gone out for that, like, I feel like whatever's weaving together to heal me and to keep healing me and keep how can you say, being protective of my energy and my light and what I'm supposed to be doing, they'll say no, you're not getting that opportunity. And then I realize, that's actually really good that I didn't get that opportunity.
When I was growing up, every time my friends around me did anything that wasn't marijuana, I somehow was never there. So I only did marijuana, and then later I did shrooms, and I did cactus, and I want to do ayahuasca. That's my last journey. And
that's going to be an interesting journey. My friends keep trying to get me to do it, and I'm not ready yet.
I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Do you know that? Have you guys ever read the Carlos Castaneda?
Yeah.
The Yaqui Indians.
Yeah.
They believe that it's like a total soul journey.
It
You're
is.
supposed to fast. You're supposed to meditate. Like
my friends, they do that. They meditate. They see past life, present life, future life. I don't know. Like, they keep telling me to do it. I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm going to do it when I know I'm ready.
Yes. Yeah. So you probably have a lot of stuff you want to work out that you can now see, so you don't have to get the big picture right now. Because, you're not ready for the big picture until you've done all the other work.
There's some more things I'm doing.
It's good respect.
Yeah.
To me, it's like before jumping in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know if it's that day.
It's not time. Like, I did already, like, start trying mushrooms. And I already feel people's vibrations and, like, the earth and stuff. So when I do mushrooms, it's even more intense. Like, where I can only microdose them. I can't do, like, how people indulge in them. Yeah. Like,
I only did whatever the normal is supposed to be.
A half an eighth.
We did it on I don't know what, I forget. But the lady knew she were
But
doing.
when you kind of
we went off and camped, and it was so great.
Yeah, see, I don't like that, though, because things
so
look like cartoons to me. And I don't like that feeling. I just kind of want to feel the earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I'm doing it. Like, because I can feel everybody's.
We went to Jalama Beach, which is this little beach off a peninsula above Santa Barbara. And it rained all the way up there and rained all the way back. And my brother and I were doing Buddhist chants all the way up. And the two girls behind us in the other car were doing Wiccan chants. And we stopped the rain. Just that peninsula became all clear that night. And then when we packed up everything into the car, the rain went, and all the way home it was raining. So all the way there and back, and my brother's like, it's going to be raining. It was my birthday, my 30th birthday, so it's 222. And, wow, that's another milestone that's coming up on 222. That was 20 years ago.
I'm about to start doing raindrop Reiki healing, and I'm charging $222.
Oh, what is raindrop?
So raindrop is
tell us about that.
It's with the essential oils, and using them to like kind of infuse in the spine. That helps with illnesses and any like bacteria or toxins in your body.
You're literally just dripping different ones.
On the back.
And then doing some energy.
And then kind of rubbing it in and doing some energy work. If you have any blockage, stagnant energy, and flush it out.
You ever need a guinea pig?
I don't
Sounds
quite
so amazing.
But
maybe I should do it on 222, which is my birthday.
yeah, you
Hey.
should. Yes. I already do it in my massages when people really have some emotional stuff going on. So now that I actually got my Reiki masters, I'm gonna actually like make it a therapy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Raindrop Reiki.
Yeah,
So, I had
that's
another.
exactly raindrop
That's
Reiki.
amazing.
I had another lady who came on and she talked about her essential oils. So why don't you tell us a little bit about when did you get into essential oils and what a little bit living what?
Young Living.
Young Living.
My esthetician has a circle. They're all a part of it. They really believe in it, which is true because like if you switch over to essential oils, you don't have to buy a household cleaner. You don't have to buy toothpaste. Nothing in your house. You can get it all from there, and everything is so highly like concentrated that you can like make it bigger. So like you get a little bottle of like cleaner. It's that big, but you only need like 2 scoops of water to use it. So it's like it lasts you forever. But with me, it's just more of an energy thing. Like I have a few oils. I've been like, because you do like a monthly thing, it's like $50 you have to spend a month to be a part of it.
Okay.
So I just get a couple oils every month, and like my pile's starting to get a little bigger. Then there's a book that shows you the alarm points and what emotion goes with which oil. The other day, one of my friends, he was having some kidney issues, so I put a little oils right there, and then all of a sudden it felt better. Because you can have trigger points in your organs, not just your muscles.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that makes sense, because I don't know if you guys have ever felt this, where you know how to eat healthy, or you know what your appetite usually goes for, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, I don't want any.
Yeah, because it's just,
You're
like
ready
your
for
body.
something different. Your body wants something different.
Yeah, like
no
I
idea.
can't even look at, like I can't eat meat anymore. Like I really can't eat chicken or beef or pork. Like I can't. I tried. I look at it and it just, I can't. You know what I mean? Like my body's.
I was vegan for back in 99 and 98. I was vegetarian from 97, 98, and then 99 I went totally vegan. And then I moved to a new school. 2001 they opened at this huge cafeteria, which is this big corporation started that's really good. And I'm like, I have to pay all this money for the school and the cafeteria. I'm just gonna go towards eating everything again. But yeah, I feel everyone's body. For me, I do muscle testing, so I know exactly what my body wants. And it's crazy because most of the time I muscle test, am I thirsty or am I hungry? I'm not, because I pick up everyone else's energy. So if I'm around someone who's hungry or needs something, I'll go, is that me or them? It's them. Okay, so I just energetically download it into the person's body, so then I don't feel like I have to have it. But it's like once I started muscle testing, I realized I don't need to eat and drink that much. I'm just not that. I'm super, super hyper and dancing and just going and going. Just a little. Yeah.
Can we tell the story?
Yeah, tell me a story. What?
What's the
I feel like, I'm pretty sure I've met you, sprinkles of Tim here and there.
Yeah.
But a standout, my friend Ocho and I were performing by the PP Boardwalk, and all of a sudden, this cat comes out with a big sombrero on rollerblades, doing the worm.
Oh my goodness!
I was dancing up a storm.
Heyo! Now we have a show.
Some of the musicians that are playing on the boardwalk, they don't like me dancing to their music because they think I'm taking away all the light, and I'm just
he's
I'm just
great.
trying to
Your presence is just.
I'm just wanting to be part of them, and I'm loving what they're doing, and I'm
Yeah.
giving it back, and then I can tell after like a few minutes, okay, I gotta get out of here. But they're like,
I love it.
you're taking my show away, man. What are you? The one good guy who's really good on guitar, who has like this big stand-up amp that it plays some music, and he plays the guitar, and he's so good, and I love dancing, but I can tell he'll only go like 1 or 2 songs, and he's like, okay, maybe he'll walk away because he has to take a break. I'm like, okay, I gotta go away because he just does not. He thinks I'm stealing his light, and I'm not. I'm just enjoying the music. You know? But yeah.
Joy bringers, joy sharers.
Wait, when do you perform at Bubble Park?
Usually Fridays at the Oregon Pavilion about 3 to 6 or so.
Okay.
Because the sun goes down early these days. But it's beautiful. You got the whole.
I went there the other day and it was kind of late though. I didn't realize how many people are still going to Bubble Park.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
it's
have little
huge.
stands up and everything.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
huge.
okay.
And
All the
we have
musicians that
space.
used to play in concert places now are all playing at
there.
Balboa Park or
I
on the
was
beach.
wondering if you could just go and perform.
You can totally.
Well, you're supposed to, but no one does anymore.
Okay, so just out of respect, we did it about 4 Fridays in a row, and it was just chill. Families were there, people were cruising by, and the amphitheater's so big, like you can literally just pick your row of seats.
Yeah, it's huge.
So it's chill, and the lights are going, and the acoustics are great, and then the 5th one we did have a gentleman that actually plays the organ come, and he's like, I'm about to practice. So he gave us a heads up, and then he was super chill, and I was like, oh, we're just doing this for fun, and then he's like, oh, we're probably gonna do some videotaping this next week.
Yeah.
So it was probably just like 2 weeks that we couldn't do
I
it.
couldn't go skate up there either. He said, shh, you're making too much noise with your skates. I'm
yeah.
like, okay.
But I mean, like, obviously, like, we're not, like, selling tickets or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's, like, honoring the spaces. It's a space for gathering, it's a space for
So
music.
just in case anyone listening wants to actually get a permit, you go every Saturday morning to
There's, like, a lot
there's an office in the park that opens up at like 10 o'clock on the Saturday, and you can apply for a spot. And everyone has a spot for a few months, and then they rotate it, but it's on first come, first serve.
Has that been happening right now?
It's been happening,
Still?
yeah. It's still happening, yeah. So I talked to a few people, but now that everyone's starting to perform there, they're like, okay, I know. I'm not going to play here every day and expect everyone to move out because this is my spot.
Yeah.
They just kind of,
I mean,
everyone's kind of nice now. They just kind of,
Yeah.
oh, that's my spot, but that's okay. I'll wait till you're done or whatever.
It's let's just say it outright. I mean, I think this could apply to healers setting up their little booth somewhere. It's this unwritten rule,
Yeah.
right? So if you're at the park, you're at the beach, or wherever you're at, and you see somebody and they've got their whole little setup, unless you guys like either know each other or your offerings complement each other, you're probably not going to want to set up right next to them.
Especially if you're someone with a microphone and speakers.
Yes,
which
yes.
I see a lot of that. I'm
So
like, come on, you guys.
musically, if you see someone by the beach and they already have the whole boardwalk, and then of course the drum circle's going to happen. We perform in front of Sunshines because my feeling is that there was music, 2 bands performing by right in front of Starbucks.
I call it Star Dollars.
Yeah. Star not power. Right in front of Did he just laugh? So it's been like a tradition that there's been 2 bands playing there for OB Farmers Market for I don't know what, since the late 60s, early 70s. And they stopped that, and that without that, like, to me, it's like
it's
they just
dead.
kill it. All it is just people there like, ooh, they're just coming to eat, you know? And there's no community. So my thing was like, no, we have to keep the music. So we kind of got kicked back a little bit, and then we realized that Sunshine, like, we're performing right in Sunshine. A lot of those places made those, like, sidewalk little patio things. And right now, nobody's using it, so. But yeah, basically getting back to that, So it's just like, respect thy neighbor. Like, if you see a spot and you're like, this is a great spot, but they have their own little traffic thing, but you see this space over there that be out of their little traffic flow, but you can still see each other and still maybe create a vibe where their person's people could go to yours and your person's people could go to them. Find a little space. There's enough space.
But sometimes it gets crazy, like a drum circle. You can't like tell people they can't set up because there's just everyone setting up.
No, but I think it goes back to the etiquette. But at the same time, like, I think that is an example of how people are seeing opportunities, and I feel like it could be open to healers as well. What's going on?
They do. They have the guy with that big bubble.
Mm-hmm.
He always does like regression stuff. All kinds of stuff.
And it's like it's a beautiful thing. Like, okay, so I live in Ocean Beach, so yes, I see a lot of what's happening in Ocean Beach, but I think it could be replicated in other parts of town. So we have the regular farmers market, and then all of a sudden, the community started realizing that there's a lot more gathering down by the drum circle. And excuse me, if you take away the music from the farmers market, everybody's going to go to the drum circle. So a lot of the vendors started setting up right there on the grass. And then you are having more community. You're still having local businesses, local entrepreneurs. Some healers are out there. Why not? Why not? I mean, I know that a lot of people are finding ways to do businesses online, but like you're saying, there's just only so far you can go.
Unless you're huge, like Amazon or something.
Yeah. So if you're a local entrepreneur / healer / artistic person, and you still feel the need to connect and share with people, go out there. Go find a farmer's market. Go find a park. Go find a beach. Find a way to do it that's respectful for what you're comfortable with, what other people are comfortable with. Put some sanitizer out there.
I want to try something different on the show.
Go for it.
You want to demonstrate a little energy healing? Because I just crashed my skateboard 2 days ago, and I couldn't get out of bed almost the last 2 days.
Oh, really? Oh, goodness.
My front wheel stopped right in Balboa Park, and I flipped onto the concrete, and I smashed this whole side and my head and my neck and everything, and this whole side's. But maybe you can just kind of explain what you do if you can see anything there. Can I move in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk in the middle.
So, kind of turn. So I messed up mostly this side though. So maybe you need to be on this side.
Yeah, we might want to switch.
Okay.
Musical chairs.
So I flipped off the skateboard. I landed like this. I skinned up my arm and my leg, but I mostly knocked the wind out of me on the concrete, like boom, like flew up in the air.
You need some shark wheels. You know what those?
Shark wheels.
They have spaces for the rocks and the sand.
Oh, I know.
Genius.
So she's gonna tell what she's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you kind of want to just like read the body and find the target point.
Breathe.
It's funny because you hit that exact spot that really hurt it right there. You already knew where it was.
Right here.
I couldn't barely lift my arms yesterday. And I was feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
And I didn't want you guys to know until I thought, well, I'll just try a little energy healing on the show. So you could see. That's exactly where she knew exactly where.
It's this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
You messed your ribs up.
I know, I missed my ribs up, like, majorly.
Can you stick to the ocean?
to everything.
And I was so afraid yesterday that I permanently damaged my body.
Mm.
And then I started doing my own energy healing on myself, and then stretching a little. And by this morning, I was like, okay, it's gonna get better, but it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not opposed to skateboarding, but I cruise.
Well, what I did is I locked the wheel.
Landed like, how did you land?
I landed like that,
Yeah,
At least
so
you protected
this
and I
arm.
knocked,
went
yeah,
in, and you
I
did
knocked the
all
wind
this,
out of me.
and then
Oh, we gotta be careful.
you're good, you're good.
Oh my god. Yesterday I couldn't even like put my shirt on hardly. Yeah. Okay, so maybe you just explain. Wow. So how? Because when you did the massage the other day too, you went straight to the spots. I'm like, how does she know that's the spot? It's like, wow, that's the spot right there.
And just let my hands do the work.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think about it. It's
Okay,
just
good.
something you do. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So when I started doing my radio show,
It's the energy.
I started doing more and more stuff that I never planned on doing until the radio show. Like people would ask me questions, and I started saying, "Well, who's this lady?" And I would start saying these names, and I'm like, and that's when I started realizing I was psychic on the show. But yeah, it's gonna take a little while. I'm gonna get over this.
You need to
And I've been taking.
rest it.
What's that?
You need rest.
Oh no, I did. I took like 5 naps yesterday.
Okay, that's good because you don't rest. You be going.
No.
5 naps. You notice how he had to do it.
5 naps.
It's all good.
10
If you have to
minutes
do
I took 5 whole naps. I mean,
Like
I
10 minutes.
the most I ever taken once a week 1 nap, but I took 5 naps yesterday.
Yeah, because you need to rest. The muscle needs to rest.
Yeah. And I've been sleeping like 9 hours the last 2 days.
Kind of just like this right now.
Yeah, the whole body. Yeah, I shocked the whole system, man. I knocked the wind out of me. I was like, oh.
And you take some Epsom salt baths.
I have 3 different types of Epsom salt. I took all 3 of them.
You have any essential oils?
I do. I have. Shit, I have so many different essential oils. Oh shit. Right there. Okay.
You have peppermint?
Oh, this was Breathe Easy. That's a mix of stuff. Oregano. Oh my god, that shit's hot.
I would put both of those right there. All on this stuff.
Not oregano.
No, the
Breathe Easy.
Mhm.
I have some other ones that I'll also test which one's best. But yeah. Okay. I didn't do
oregano
it.
is good too, though.
I know, but that's super intense.
It would be, but it would be good.
Have you ever done straight oregano? Anything?
Yeah, my friend, it helps
Shit.
with sinuses.
If you have any like little skin, sometimes you have little bumps on your neck.
Mm-hmm.
You just put a toothpick a
Q-tip.
Q-tip, and this oregano oil straight on it. It'll be gone.
Even if you have
It'll
a
fly
sinus
it off.
issue, you can put like in a capsule.
Oregano's
But
extremely
I heard that
intense.
it's better just to like take a dab of it and swallow it than actually do a capsule, because the capsule takes a minute to like.
Yeah, you should take any normal capsule, like herbal capsule, break it and shake it up in the jar so it'll be around all the outside the capsules.
Yeah, I remember that. He told me that.
Oh, I told you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, oregano's pretty intense. Can you guys? I have no sense of smell right now. Can you smell that? That's oregano oil. If you were to put a little drop of that, in a huge,
May I smell the Breathe Easy?
I think it's almost out. I think I used this all up.
You can still smell it.
So what's that book you're talking about that different oils for different...
It's called Emotional Release. So it's like, it has literally like all the alarm things in the body. It shows you like what emotion goes good with which oil. If you're feeling some type of way, because everything starts with your senses. When you smell something, you can change your whole mood. You can be angry, smell some oranges or citrus, and it can change your whole mood.
Yeah, I can remind
You
you
can
when you
literally
had.
flip, like, okay, I'm not angry anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm bringing oranges with me.
Yes,
Right.
oranges, like they have, what I usually do is like, if I am feeling like I'm a little down because there's a lot of stuff going on, or just people around me, because I do feel other people's injuries, so it's like, if other people are around me and if they're going through something, I am like, it kind of brings me down a little bit too, where I'll make like happy juice where I put like citrus stuff in. You just get a spray bottle and you put water in there and just a few drops of it, and you can just spray it on your face throughout the day. Just leave it in your purse.
Do you remember?
Somebody's around you.
Do you remember when I did the last massage? Did you use a certain type of oil? Because I can't smell.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I kind of just go with what
You're
just
feeling
grab
that
it.
day.
Yeah, like I feel like this person needs it.
So what's your tattoo say?
Hurt me with the truth, but never come from me with a lie.
Hurt me with the truth, but never come from me with a lie. You have tattoos?
Nope.
I've never had a tattoo.
All right, here's a joke. Here's
Wow.
my joke tattoo that I'll never get. Yeah. So, because I was an army brat, I was actually made in Taiwan, but with better materials. So I actually had a band with that name.
Made in Taiwan?
But it was Maiden. So Iron Maiden would come up on our searches all the time for our band Made in Taiwan. So my joke tramp stamp that I will never get is Made in Taiwan. But I'm like, what's that gonna look like when I'm 240?
Yeah,
I like how you said
a maiden, like Iron Maiden, Taiwan. Made in Taiwan.
Yeah, I would probably have to do it that way. Throwback to my band.
So what's weird is all my friends who went to Japan, they all had tattoos, and I for some reason never had tattoos, and I was allowed to go into all the onsens that they couldn't go into.
I've heard this, yes.
Yeah, so you have to, because you're going naked, you can't cover up a tattoo, but if you want to go in, you have to figure out a way to cover up the tattoo.
And the places where they have like the original geishas and stuff, those tea houses.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard,
you can't,
I've heard this.
You can't have tattoos.
Tattoos, no. Even Westerner, they can't. So you just won't be allowed. And these are the nicest places to go to, the places, massage places, and outside onsens, which is Rotenburo, which is the water's coming through the mountains, and it's got some minerals, special minerals, so it's good for your skin. And they have different ones. They have super hot ones where they drop eggs in and boil the eggs and stuff, and you can't go in those, obviously.
Field trip. Show field trip.
Yeah, Japan.
Oh.
But yeah, so you just gotta figure out.
makeup.
You gotta. Well, a lot of my friends.
Concealer.
Yeah, if you don't have that many, some people my friends they just put like a Band-Aid and taped it a Band-Aid. So they said, "Oh, I hurt myself," you know. But yeah,
My back is covered.
I was so fortunate that maybe because I subconsciously knew someday I would go to Japan. I never just thought I'd ever go to Japan, and then all of a sudden it just worked out that way. And I went for 13 years, and now my daughter's Japanese, so I gotta go see her, and I can't have a tattoo unless I never want to go to those places. Yeah, but I just never had a desire myself. I guess I grew up when people had tattoos when I was young. It was always the really bad guys back in the 80s and 70s. It wasn't like now everyone has tattoos, but back then it was like certain people that just had tattoos.
I love it as an art form.
So I'm still an old fashioned.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, a lot of my friends are tattoo artists.
I just feel like, like committing to a teardrop on my face. Like, I don't think that's great. No dissing people that have done that.
I'm afraid that whatever I get, I'm not going to like it 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
That's why I get things I kind of like think of it. Like,
I do like this one.
yeah, this isn't the best one.
So what's some of the other ones you have?
And this.
Is that Curious George?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love Curious George. But what does it say above it?
My mother's name, Barbara.
Oh, okay.
She likes monkeys. My dad's name.
Wow. Is your mom and dad still alive?
My dad is alive. My
Oh.
mother isn't.
When did she pass away?
I was 14.
Oh, wow.
Should she have a
What
spirit
about
like the monkeys? Does she have a spirit like the monkeys?
She was something else. She was very. I never realized like all the stuff she ingrained in me when I was younger, because I was just kind of always in my own bubble. But now getting older and like I'm at the age that she passed, it makes me think about a lot of stuff, and it's like, dang, she raised me right, and my brother, because he's only 6, and the way he thinks, we don't think like most people, and just how caring we are and stuff. Like people, there's so many people in this world that just. It's crazy. You have to create your own circle of good people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why when I told you, when the other guy came up with you, I said I muscle test for everyone who comes to my house, whether they have a... So you can muscle test at any length. That's what, on my radio show, I muscle test for all the answers I got for all the people I work with.
Muscle test.
So I muscle test myself. My name is Tim, it's strong. My name is Bob, it's weak. I can say my name is Angel, and now does Angel have... Okay.
You said, give me a second.
Because I was thinking, I was still thinking I'm Angel, and it was still strong. But I asked this, do you have any viral infections in my mind?
Oh, I see.
I got it. It went weak right away.
Okay.
So I just... Also, I feel... I'm not going to say I'm immune because I don't want to be in a situation where it comes and then everyone's like, you see, we told you so. But there's a frequency, and there's a book that I have in the car that one guy was talking about, and I was going to talk about. It's called Power versus Force, and it's a doctor who recently he passed away probably, I don't know how many years ago, but he rewrote the book about 20 times until it got to a 780 score. And there's a 0 to 1,000 is the frequency of all living beings, or all experiences on the planet. 0 is like destruction and suicidal and just not good. As you get up to closer to 200, it gets better and better, and then after that, it gets really good. Up to 1,000 is like a Buddha or a Jesus Christ type of person. And so you can muscle test what's the frequency of the virus every time I do. So it's up from 430 to 480 right now. But if I get depressed or if I get heartbroken or something, I can drop down to 300 or 200, and then that would make me in the window of opportunity to get exposed to that virus. But right now, I'm 840. So unless I get something happens bad, or if maybe because I got bruised or something, I could go down because my body's healing. The virus cannot affect me in any way.
Like, what am I?
You want to know?
Yeah. Curious was, yeah.
That's funny. You're 830.
Yeah.
You want to know? Okay, so in the book, it says most people are never above 400 unless they're like these super spiritual people. But I've been getting like everyone who comes to me, we're way above that.
Yeah, but a lot of people that come to you are actually healers too.
Yeah, I know, and they,
you know what I mean?
and they, some of them don't know yet.
Even if
I mean, they do it a different way.
If you do music, whatever you do, just on how you move and how you do it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
like the
bet you
people
that guy's songs is like all like powering songs, huh? Like
yes.
lifting people up.
But his are all about
Yeah.
Jesus Christ and about.
Yeah.
So I think because we did the toast with alcohol and I told him we were going to smoke pot, he disagreed.
disagreed.
Yeah, because he didn't want that in his. Because he's doing a lot about Christian stuff, and maybe his Christian circle.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah. So anyway, he's really cool. I'm gonna put his link and everything like that.
He has really good energy.
Yeah, his songs, you gotta see him, man. He's just out there dancing. Right there in Balboa Park, right? In the big theater that she plays. Yeah. The pavilion, the Oregon Pavilion, yeah.
Did he say Fridays? Well, he said
he goes different days. I've seen him different days. Yeah.
So maybe Fridays
I'll put
too.
the link. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, put a link. I'd like to see.
So I don't know how. I have no idea. I have no idea what time it is and what time you have to leave.
We postponed recording so that.
Oh, good. You're a great person. Yeah. So we can stop whenever you guys want to stop, but I want to keep going, unless we were going off on a different. Oh, on okay. You want to know?
Sure.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is because as soon as you come in this door and you're with the people, you become quantumly entangled.
I've heard.
So their frequency, say one of our frequencies was lower than 700 or 800 tonight,
yeah.
and we're all here for a while,
yeah.
we would all start going up to the higher frequency.
I've been feeling good
yeah.
goodness. So.
Yeah.
So I don't want to ask what it was before because it's not important, but is it up in the 800s? Yours is all the way to 850, so you're going above both of us right now.
I've been getting a lot of inspiration from you all and that
what do you got?
That colorful
Oh, okay.
I keep looking at the altar.
That's cool too.
You want to talk about the altar?
Yeah, what is that about?
Stuff in this book.
Okay, so
Maybe you should turn it into.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed, I've done it, even though the people in my Buddhist circle would get really angry at me if I did.
No.
Okay, so we chant to a scroll, and the scroll is called a Go Honzan. Go means honorific, Honzan means object of devotion. But it's a chapter of the final teachings of Buddhism, which is called the Treasure Tower chapter. And it's in the Lotus Sutra, which is this. The last sutra was the Nirvana Sutra. Was right. He was predicting he was going to pass away, going to Nirvana. So the sutra right before that was where he taught everyone to the level of their understanding 2,000 or 500 years after he dies. He said, no one's ready for it except the monks, and you're going to have to preserve it until 2,500 years after I die. Then the world will be ready for it. And so this ceremony, whether it really happened or it happened on some metaphysical state, who knows, because the whole ceremony was 8,000 people on the side of this mountain called Eagle Peak in India or in Nepal. And all of a sudden, everyone started noticing that all the monks and all the people around them were all starting to levitate into this, what they call the 7-story treasure tower. And then in the treasure tower, it had all these beings from other planets and other dimensions that came to be in the ceremony to say that this was the true ceremony for this planet for the future. And that's a depiction of it in characters. And the ceremony is, down the center is Myoho Renge-kyo, which is the title of the Lotus Sutra. And then all the characters around it are all the beings that came to the ceremony, and they represent from the highest worlds to the lowest worlds of possibility, where even the demons were there, the demon daughters were there, and they're way near the bottom. But what it represents is your human life writ large on the canvas of the universe. And when you pray to it, you're actually fusing with that infinite possibility you have to be beyond your body and beyond this planet to affect everything in the universe in a positive way. That's a very nutshell of what it is. And I never told it like that. That was so cool. I think it's because you guys were here that I was able to portray it that way. That was fun.
I feel like
that's yours or mine?
I feel like a lot of frequencies from that. From even just the visual.
So when did you come to San Diego?
Oh, so my mom, my brother, and I came here in '79 when I was 9 years old.
From where?
So we had just come from Panama.
Shut up, 79 and 9 years old?
Mm-hmm.
I was born 71. I'll be turning 50 on 222.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody knows that. Shh.
You should see him party. You wouldn't believe it.
No,
I
I
already
feel like
know.
I'm 23.
You see him at the OE drums?
No, I already know. He was all
I
over
dance
the
and
place at Skate World.
Oh,
So
I feel like I'm younger than I've ever been in my life.
Right?
Until I hit myself the other day, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, maybe I permanently fucked myself up.
No.
But I realized today I started opening up, and I realized it's gonna be fine.
It's just the elements telling you.
You gotta relax, because I can kill.
You're still in this sphere.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, no, it was. We came when the Chargers were San Diego Chargers. I'm telling you.
What are they now? What are they now? I don't follow sports.
There's nothing against LA, but LA Chargers.
Oh, I thought LA was the Dodgers or
the
what's
Rams.
The
And
Rams.
the Chargers.
Oh, Rams is Orange County though. That's Anaheim, right?
They used to play at the same stadium.
Okay.
No, we came when San Diego supercharged. Like they were.
So
about
what's
to
our
win.
team now? Padres?
Yeah, that's
Only.
it.
And there's no football team.
Love Padres,
No.
but yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
I
So
played
we-
Jack Murphy Stadium when it was Jack Murphy Stadium.
Uh-huh.
My senior year in high school, we were
Jack
marching
Murphy.
band,
Nice.
and that was the day my first girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh.
At the CIF championship,
She
she
did
was
it
in the
big.
band, and I was in the band, and
You have to
she
hand
broke
it
up
to
with me
her.
right
She
there.
did it big.
That was pretty tragic.
Mm.
My first ever breakup, and it took me like 2 or 3 years to fully get over that. I don't even know if I ever got over any of those things, you know. You got still like work to do on some of those things.
Little triggers and traumas. I can help you with that. It's stuck somewhere in that
It
body.
is.
Rainbow, raindrop, breaking.
Yes.
During this pandemic, I realized how much healing I have to do on things that I never knew I had to do healing on.
That has been so true right now.
Like, I I had a stepdad who beat me up all the time. I love him now. We have a good relationship as long as I don't live there. But my older brother and his friends used to beat me up all the time. And one of my friends was Tito Ortiz, and I saved him from his older brother beating him up all the time. He was younger than me. And he was this little runty kid with long dreadlocks and shit. And now he's like the ultimate fighting champion. He's supposed to be interviewed on my show sometime soon. Come on, Tito. Come on my show. But, yeah, I went through so much trauma, and I kind of like stowed it away somewhere, like thinking I'm over all that. Because I've been chanting since I was a little kid, and I've been healing myself with chanting and overcoming all my karma and everything and getting better in so many different areas of my life. But there's still like stuff I've been finding during this pandemic I need to heal.
A lot of things come up during the pandemic because you're just forced to kind of be with yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's a hard thing for me to be with myself.
Yeah, I love being with myself.
I like to be with people.
So like I like being with people too, but there's part of me that if I've been around people too much, like I
need a space, a little time by myself. Yeah, but I've had so much time by myself all my life that for me it's really hard to be for a long time. So that's why I'll be here chanting and doing my stuff on the internet for a little while, and then I'm off. I'm going to skate at Balboa Park or go to the beach or something. There has to be people around. I couldn't be out in the woods camping by myself. It's like it would traffic that shit.
I can just be in my home by myself.
Yeah, okay. Some people can go off on like a journey in the woods.
I can go like eat at a restaurant or like go to an event or something by myself. But like to be out in the woods, I'm too scared for that.
Oh, okay.
I could even hike alone.
I could go to the beach by myself.
That would be spooky, huh?
Yes, I have friends that do that, but I couldn't do it.
I came down from a mountain where there was a bear, and in Japan, and I saw signs as I was coming down, beware, there's a bear. We've noticed the last few days up here in the mountains, and it was starting to get dark. So all the way down, I was going, I was making dog sounds because
that's what we have to do when we go hiking.
Because I can make dog sounds when I'm out in nature, and if there was any bear, they'd be like, I'm not going over there. There's a dog over there, man. That's the only thing I thought to do, man. I was so scared by myself up in the bear area.
Oh man, bears don't play either.
No, they fuck you up.
I got a bear story.
Oh, tell me.
So I went to visit my friend in Montana. It was like a wild hare that I got. And they don't call it big open spaces for nothing. It's huge. It's beautiful and whatnot. I went to a small snowbird town called Red Lodge. It's kind of like OB, but instead of surf, snowboard. Okay. But anyway, I went in the summer, and my friend was telling me, we went out one night, 4th of July, and we went out, and they had this crazy, crazy cool weather there. They have, like, it was, like, hot. Like, I went out in a summer dress, and then there was, like, rain that would turn into hail, that would melt back into rain. It was a cool night.
That is so wild.
What drugs were you taking?
All natural. There's parts of the world that have cool weather.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's really hot, but way up in the sky there's some frozen crystals.
Yeah.
And it'll come down. I've had that in Japan.
And they were having lightning storms, so they were just fireworks, but there was like this electricity in the air. It was cool.
Wow.
But anyway, on the way back, my friend had already schooled me about bears a little bit, you know. And he's like, if you see one, you're going to be drawn to it. You're going to want to go check it out. And I'm like, that's crazy, you know? No, I'm going to run, right? So and he was gone. And so I had to look out for us on the way back home. We're walking, like, I don't know, 4 or 6 blocks. Anyway, this down the street, it's kind of like their streets are like, you see houses and lamps and stuff, street lights. But then there's just wilderness, you know, besides that. So you'd see deer and everything. So down this street, I see this, like, I thought it was a really, really big dog, you know? Man, it's a huge dog, you know? And then all of a sudden I saw the hind parts moving like that. And I'm like, that's not a dog.
So,
but legit, if you ever see one, you're actually strangely drawn to go check it out. You're like,
I'm actually not, because we were in Mammoth and there was a bear across the street in the neighbor's garage. going through the trash.
Yeah.
If I'm in the house, I was looking at. If I wasn't in the house, I would have been down the street somewhere. Cause I'm not. That thing is big. And after seeing that movie with, is it Leonardo DiCaprio when he gets beat up by the bear? Yeah, that
No, major respect.
They're big.
Well, did you know why they
We
called?
ran.
Do you know why they called Big Bear Big Bear?
Mm-mm.
There were when Caucasian settlers came to, they found Big Bear. There was more bears than trees. It was just the whole mountain was just a bear community. So in order to, they knew there was a big pond. I mean, they found that there was some kind of water source up there. They wanted to go to the water source. In order to do that, they slaughtered so many thousands of bears because they couldn't. They slowly worked towards the water, and they couldn't live with thousands of bears, unless someone was like psychic and knew how to. It was a sad when I heard that.
Bears?
They were huge bears, yeah,
Were they
black
brown?
and brown bears, yeah.
The black ones are the ones that you gotta stay away from. The brown ones, they're kind of like, they don't mess with you unless you like threaten them.
Oh.
They're kind of like Yogi the Bear. That's what it reminded me of, Yogi the Bear, because you just don't go by them. Just let them be. But if you see a black bear, you better. I don't know what you do when you see a bear, but you better run or something because it's coming after you.
Well, my older brother, who also chants Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, he started chanting Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, and this bear was coming, and he goes, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" So he got like, he's kind of bigger set than me, and he got up and he went like, "Hiya, hiya, 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 hiya," and the bear kind of looked at him like, "Ah, fuck it."
That's what I heard. You get
Too much
big,
work.
huh?
Too much work. Oh yeah, you make yourself lower.
Yeah,
He got himself like that. He's like,
I feel like if you guys don't mind segueing,
okay.
I feel like we get to do this with the things that come up for us.
Yeah.
Some of it we need to be big bears, and some of it we need to be like mama, papa to ourselves, or reach out to some friends.
When I was in the cove, I got on the rocks because there was not walrus, what are the sea lions?
Mm.
And I didn't know they don't like you when they come up on the rocks.
They can be protective.
Yeah, so I went up to go like, oh, look at the sea lions and everything like that, and big one came at me, and I jumped off into the water, and I was like, fuck. I was scared because I didn't realize
it's
it.
like my rock.
Yeah, get a fuck away. I was just gonna go pet it or something. I thought because I didn't at SeaWorld you can pet them and everything like that, but that's
At SeaWorld, yeah, because they're trained.
that sucker would not let me come by him, man.
Versus wild, man. It's totally
I've seen one with like it looked like something bit it on the neck, and it was in La Jolla, and people were like there was people trying to help it, but they just kept yelling at everybody, so they had to call SeaWorld to come help it.
Because sometimes, yeah, that happens where a lot of people are trying to help, but then it's all too
It
overwhelming.
was too overwhelming, but it was a big chunk out of his neck.
Now that we're talking about animals, what's your favorite pet
Oh, gosh, that's tough.
or animal?
Well, I did have a salamander named Mr. Smiles, and he was great. He was always smiling.
Are those hard to take care of? They're pretty easy to take care of?
Truth in fact, my ex actually took care of him more.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like taking care of a lizard.
Okay.
Like a terrarium.
Well, like if you say you wanted to go away for the weekend, you would have to take it with you because you can't.
Shouldn't I say pa? I mean, I feel like
That's the reason I don't have any pets. Going away,
I feel like going away, you're probably better off with a dog or something. I don't know about, like, there's, different animals for different people for sure, but I feel like there's some you can take on road trips.
Yeah,
and
some
fun.
people. This one girl that always goes to Balboa Park, she has this backpack with a little cat that looks in the hole.
Really?
I love that. Yeah, this cat's so cool, and he's always looking through the hole, and he goes back. It's a see-through backpack, but it has like a place where he can hide his head, and I look out the hole. And yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the baby pig in OV?
No.
He just like cruises around on the beach with its
His owner?
Like she got it on the leash. And you're
A
like,
pig?
that's a baby pig.
Wow.
There's one lady that's got a chicken.
Oh man.
Another lady's got like a cockatoo.
OB has some interesting people.
They look like each other.
What about you? Do you ever have pets or?
No. If I do get one, I'll be a dog. I like the bigger dogs or like the dogs that just chill. I don't like the dogs that run around and bark all the time.
Oh, the little
I
ones.
just need you to
Sorry,
like
ones.
sit and chill.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
funny 'cause
bark if something is you're allergic to something to
the next door neighbor right here has a dog that every time you walk by it barks. But for some reason, when I've had Buddhist meetings or when I've had the healing thing, it doesn't bark as much. So it's like, I don't know.
More chill.
Yeah, it's because I never heard it bark while I was doing the thing, but it'll usually bark when anyone walks on the porch.
May I share something that
Yeah.
that came to mind when you were bringing up about the squirrel? 'Cause I love the way you described that. That was beautiful.
That was totally, I never described it like that before.
Yeah.
That was totally fun.
Amazing. I just heard this thing from a movie, 10,000 BC, where they were saying like, okay, some people draw a circle and you put like your immediate loved ones in it and then you take care of them. Some people draw a larger circle and you put your brothers and sisters and your immediate loved ones and you take care of them. And some people draw a really wide circle and put as many people as you're called to be there for, basically. And you take care of them. And then you just ask yourself, what kind of person am I? And I just like, when you were talking about that, it reminded me of that.
I feel like I'm a person that draws a huge, huge circle, but only takes care of people in a very distant way, like in an energetic way. Because I've never, like even my daughter, I can never take care of her. Her mom won't let me. Wouldn't let me change diapers, wouldn't let me do it. Even though I took care of my younger brothers, I changed all their diapers and did it. But no, it's like, you don't know how to do it. You're a father, go do something. So I'd never get, and then my family, I've never felt like, maybe some of them will need me to take care of them in the future, but I feel like I was always the distant person outside of the family. So the other siblings who gotten taken care of by the family should be the ones taking care of the family, because I was always exiled. That's always, but I still feel like I totally have their backs all the time. I just don't need to be there and take care of people the way other people do. I have with my music and my writing and all the things I do, even if I died, in the future they're going to see that, and that's going to influence them some way, in a positive way. So that's how I feel. That was weird. I just went off on that tangent, but
No, I have a girlfriend like that. She's a healer also, and she'll just, like, people will pop up in her mind, and she'll just, like, send them love and energy, and then...
Yeah, since this pandemic, I've been doing a lot of healing on people just on the street. That I took a break from all my clients because it was too much for me. So if I feel someone needs it, I just do it, and I don't charge because I don't even ask them. I ask the universe. Well, how do you feel about that? Some healers say you need to get permission from the person, but I think I need to get permission.
I feel like it's their energy, like, because some people will back away. Like, if you're trying to heal somebody and you feel that pull away, you pull away because you're not. If it's but not, I feel like me and you are always, like, we're kind of on that level where we've been doing it for a while, so it's just automatic.
Yeah, I start working on people.
You just kind of see somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I do it. I notice, especially, which is not good, when I'm a little faded or more, I do it a lot more because I'm, like, a little faded and I can feel it a lot more. So I'm the one that goes up to, oh my gosh, hey, how are you doing? I'll just touch you.
Well, because
people let me touch them.
I just recently started doing hands-on.
You know what I mean? So it's like, other people...
I'm doing long distance,
like,
so
what are you doing? But, I don't know.
Yeah, because all my healing was long distance before. Until I came back to the U.S., I started learning hands-on healing in Japan, but I just don't do as many hands-on healing. So all my stuff is long distance, so I can do it at any.
That's what I'm learning to do now, so that I can start a Zoom where I'm doing distance right to people. So I can target. Like, I actually want to target a lot of people in different cities because there's so many people around the U.S., like Detroit, so many cities that are just kind of like, people are depressed. There's so many people dying suicide, just domestic violence. Like, there's so much of that going on where if somebody has something and go on their phone, who's just kind of like someone they were comfortable with,
Yeah.
they can have an outlet for
I
that.
had people call from all over the world.
Yeah, there's so
India, so many different countries.
I feel like we need to take all that diss. We need to diss the diss. The dis-ease, the
Yeah.
disconnect,
Yeah.
discombobulate. We just need
Take-
to diss this, diss the
Diss it,
diss.
diss the
To have
diss.
the ease, connection,
Yeah,
You
I
know,
like that.
yeah.
This is them.
comfort.
Well,
Diss
Definitely.
The diss. Diss the diss.
this
This
is
is this.
So we're gonna wrap it up. With that, I think we're good.
That was
I'm
perfect.
feeling like we're perfect. So thank you guys on
Thank you.
I think this is face